going on, guys? It's your boy Michael Rizzo. Today we got another vlog for you. So if y'all remember last Halloween, me and my friends went to Galveston and did this whole Halloween group thing, and it was a great time and it made a great vlog. We're keeping the tradition. We're all dressing up. This is pretty much Halloween tradition now, and I just can't wait to show you guys the trip.
Hey you guys, sorry I lost my voice, but I'm still gonna try to do my best to narrate this vlog for you. Last year's vlog was fun. This year I wanted to do something a little different and actually expose the dark side of Galveston. In this vlog you're gonna see a lot of thriller ghost stories that are very real, and at the end of the video, Josh Brown just completely blows us away with this shocking story about Galveston. That's gonna be at the end of the video, so make sure you don't watch through. Here we go. So we all start off by having a little bit of fun on the seawall.
I'm trying to tell them that it's more fun to run with the shield. And now they're racing. Doesn't that feel cool? Yeah.
But now, y'all, there's no more time for games. The ghost tour
Has commenced. I repeat, the ghost tour has commenced.
The ghost tour starts out with a little story. Galveston was discovered by a guy named Bernardo de Galvez. He wanted to conquer this area as part of like the Spanish push to like conquer Texas, South America, all of that. He encountered a Native American tribe called the Carrancoa. The conquistadors and Bernardo de Galvez around this area, they founded this land, but they wanted the land to be their own. So what they did was they pushed the Carrancoa to a tiny piece of island and conquered and killed them all in a very, very brutal way. Right before the Carrancoa chief was about to die, he said that in 200 years' time, there would be revenge amongst the Carrancoa. 100 years later, there was a storm in 1900. Ever since then, this place has been valued as cursed ground. This place has been a pirate port, mob factory. Now it's just a resort town. But one of the things that a lot of people believe is that the Carrancoa curse still remains on the island to this day and is part of all paranormal history that's on this island.
So now we have an idea of why Galveston might be cursed, and Josh is taking us to our first location.
Ghost tour.
Ghost tour.
Ghost tour.
What are we doing in Ghost tour, Rizzo?
Touring ghosts.
Who's touring the ghosts?
The Josh Brown experience.
The Josh Brown experience?
Yeah.
And how do you feel about this right now?
I absolutely am immersed in the ghosts and the ghouls and the conquilins.
What are you hoping to see?
A ghost.
A ghost?
Hey, get out of the street, man. Hey.
That's a man that walks in a driveway and drives on a walkway.
Unbelievable. What are you doing, eh? Ghost tour. Ghost tour. Ghost tour.
Very, very spooky.
Is there a cat?
Oh, no.
If there is a cat, let me know, because this story involves one.
I'm actually going to keep my eye over here, too.
We all love Molly Waters on the island. She was a Galveston local, and she was one of the most badass madams on this planet. What she did was she provided financial compensation for women that were sick, for women that were having family trouble, for women that were in trouble with the mafia. She was a very, very generous human being. So here's where we get to the ghost territory. There was a guy, very rich, wealthy, gambling aficionado, right? Married, 3 kids, lived in the big mansions alongside Broadway Street. Now he would come by here to have his morning coffee, but there was a period of time where a woman refused service. Guy, frustrated, stressed out, not in the right headspace, made an attack move on this woman, laid his hands on her in a painful way. Molly Waters, according to the rumor, pushed him down a flight of stairs, pulled out a pistol, clocked him right in the head. There's also a rumor that the ghost of Molly Waters still walks her house too. She died here. This was her private residence. She died happy, incredibly wealthy. There's rumors that she still walks around because she used to make tea for all of her girls, her women. Yeah. Sometimes you can still smell the tea leaves walking by. She used to feed cats everywhere. This area is filled with street cats. Even 85 years later, there are still cats that come by and get fed. So maybe Molly Waters is still around. Maybe she's feeding the cats, because we all know that cats have, better instincts than humans do. Maybe they see something that we don't. Maybe they see a friendly face every now and then. That's stop 1.
Thank you, Josh.
Character name, that the fact that her name is Molly Waters.
I want to take some more already. Oh, also, fun fact. Okay, sorry. There was a ghost story that I completely missed. So in that back door, you used to have to go
Dude.
to participate. Where do you want me to use?
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Now,
I don't know.
there was one person that remembered this secret about it. once Molly Waters passed away.
I'm freaking out. I don't know what I'm looking at. I have no idea. I thought I got something. I'm gonna have to look back over that.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright guys, so in regards to that flashing light, at the beginning of that tour spot, nobody saw any kind of light emitting from the window or anything. It was dark. I had checked behind me to make sure it wasn't any kind of reflection coming from the other side of the street, but there wasn't. I'm not going to read too much into it. I did think it was kind of suspicious. Y'all tell me what you think in the comments.
If you ask me what is the darkest haunted building, this one, right here. We talk about prostitution in a modernized fashion. This is a very modern city as far as everything goes. Historically speaking, not every brothel is modern. This is one of them. If you had interests that were bad, the pedophilia range, you would go to a place called the Oleander Hotel. This right here. And it was even to the point where they had to do makeshift abortions on the second floor. This is where it gets dark. The ghosts in this area are far too prominent and far too angry. And even to the point where this place gives me the shivers every single time I talk about it. I've never seen it open. I've always seen it closed. I've always seen the windows barred. Right? So, you'll see a Savior and Rizzo are actually trying this thing out. Scientifically speaking, there is an effect when it comes to taking pictures or using digital cameras on this room right here. Have you ever held your camera at like a building, like an old building usually, and it seems to autofocus on different parts?
Dude, I had that over there.
Right.
I was wondering what that was.
Yep. That autofocusing, your phone is programmed to detect motion, even if there's nobody there. That window right there is usually where the ghost of a young, probably 14, 15-year-old Hispanic woman peers out every now and then. Kind of stand up.
It's doing that thing again, Josh. It's doing that thing again. It's it's not focusing on this one. It focuses on that one. It don't focus on this one.
Maybe I had the wrong window. Maybe it's that one. I actually looked it up. This place was on one of those like freelance ghost hunter websites and that sort of thing. Even they said that it was too scary for them.
All right, you guys. So we've had 2 ghost stops already. We're heading to our 3rd. We're having so much fun.
I really like the Moody National Bank, mostly because its original...
Is this a sponsored ad?
This is a sponsored ad. Have y'all heard of the Moody National Bank?
I have a Moody
Overdraft
library
fees,
at school.
a thing of the past. No, I'm kidding. This is a piano place. This place was an old piano bar for like the fancy folk, you know? One of my favorite things to come out of this is the piano legend. A piano player that's just obsessed with his art, right? Didn't really make it as a composer, came here to the South, started tinkling ivories for, you know, something fun. No, started tinkling ivories.
I think it's tickling the ivory.
Tickling the ivories? Maybe that too. So, legend has it that there is a piano player that was poisoned, but basically a lot of people walk by this area and they hear piano music when the lights are off. This place is not open on weekdays. So, on weekdays, if you walk by here sometime, press your ear up, and if you hear piano music and the doors are locked, you know who's up there. If you have heard of Galveston haunting stories, if you've even heard of Galveston in general, man, you've heard the name, the Tremont House. You'll get a lot of fun ghost stories out here. 2004, big wealthy New York stock trader comes down here to talk business with a company that's getting started, right? He is a big spender, so he wants to stay at the most beautiful resort in Galveston. This building right here was the one that he chose. This guy, probably skeptic, right? He comes in, he hears crying, screaming. He ignores it, but like a skeptic does. He goes to take a shower at the end of the day, after the meeting, that sort of thing. He's alone. Someone grabs him from the back. The mirror is right here, washing your hands, doesn't see anybody. Just the grab. This guy was restrained by someone who wasn't there. So then, what does he do? He jumps out the window, butt naked, sopping wet, jumps out the 2nd-story window. Screaming, crying, running to the police. The police have checked this incident, and they find out that in this room, there has been a lot of cases about an unknown assailant that grabs people in the shower. 2004, don't know, man. I don't know.
Oh, this is 2004.
It's 2004.
I was
This specific building, right here, Ceiling Hutchins building. That's the one. That's the one. So Ashley, tell your story.
Yeah. Well, we went up to the second floor and third floor, and I saw this woman that was like in a kind of white, like school teacher-esque dress. She was a spirit, but she didn't seem like harmful. She didn't seem mean, and I was like, okay, you know, we'll let you be. We went to the third floor, and there was this room that I was like, this is her room. And so a couple blocks down, we find this other gift shop, and we talked to the people, and we're like, oh yeah, so, you know, what are your experiences here in Galveston? They were like, oh yeah, we used to, you know, work at this specific place, and it was exactly where we had just been. We were like, oh yeah, well, what did you see there? And they said, well, some people have, like, you know, gone up there before, gone to the second floor, third floor, and they were like, some people have gotten pictures of a woman in a white dress, like, looked like a school teacher. And Josh and I both looked at each other and were like, it's her!
The Strand is one of the most haunted streets on this island. The reason being, well, okay, storm kills about 25,000 people, right? That's a lot of people, right? Where are you gonna put the bodies?
Gravesite.
Gravesites overcrowded.
On the Strand.
Buried
You
him?
don't want to pollute the ocean.
Chuck him in the building.
Cement.
Burn. Underground.
Ain't no way they're under
Everyone
us.
look down.
No, bro.
Wait, they buried him?
No, bro. Nah, bro.
I called that shit. No, you should have been more specific.
That's confirmed? That's real?
That was not
Bro,
a
what?
I like
Are you serious, bro? Oh my god.
Alright, so we're gonna leave Kieran behind now.
dances on the deck.
Do you think they like the cute shuffle?
So as far as ghosts go, they're just chilling. They're around every single building, man. Every single building here. So that's all that I have for tonight. So that's it.
Great job, Josh. Great job, Josh. Amazing. Amazing.
Thank you. We accept it.
Alright guys, that's the end of the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to ring that bell. I really hope y'all enjoyed these spooky stories. I sure did. And I'll see y'all next time.
He did the mash.
He did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard
He
smash.
did the mash.
Was he like there and just gone?
We didn't see anybody. It's more of a feeling of presence. You know?
It's
This
like,
is the same. I see you.
Oh my god, Christmas boy.
Hey, Merry Christmas.
Christmas!
Ghosts are just people. Like, imagine if we were all to do that with St. John. How would St. John react? If we just put a whole bunch of cameras in your face and mics and we talk to you through a Ouija board. So you can go ahead, try and
Do the thing, do the thing.
You love burgers.
Do the thing, do the thing.